There's never a shortage of good ideas because good ideas come from the infinite. Infinite means there's no end. One time when I was 15, I had my first kiss. I remember the event so very well. I had never consciously done before. So, human beings are controlled by two emotions: the memory of the past and a fantastic sense of imagination of the future. So, two states that we live in is the memory of the past and imagination of the future. These are higher faculties, and when you enhance your perception, you increase your awareness. You increase the way you regard, understand, and interpret things. So I'm just playing with this idea in my head. Anyways, it's so nice to be alive, be well, be healthy. I hope everybody's doing well, staying conscious, staying aware of now, being conscious of now. Anyways, check out my Affirmations channel on YouTube. Blissful Daily Vibes. I have some affirmations there. I'll be putting some more stuff that has to do with meditation, sleep meditation, hypnosis, how you can hypnotize your mind while you sleep. You can hypnotize your subconscious mind. And this is how you can program your mind to prosperity, wealth, money, abundance, happy relationship. You can manifest your spouse, your mate, your husband, your wife. You can manifest good business, whatever you are doing. Basically, we live in an abundant universe, and the whole purpose of life is that we live an abundant life. So anything short of that is sin. Sin means to miss the mark. If you're not happy in relationship, you don't have a happy marriage, you don't have a happy lifestyle, you don't have a healthy lifestyle, you don't have a good job, you're not making or earning the income that you want, you are not living life to the fullest, there's only one person to blame, and that is this one. This one is the only person to hold accountable for everything that is not working perfect or close to perfection, everything that is not good in our life. And when I realized this, I embraced this truth. This was the freedom, and it was just freedom to live life, to know that I am the creator of my world. I create my world by my decisions, by my thought process, because your thought process controls how you decide. How you decide controls how you feel. How you feel produces the results, because all the state creates a vibration. You notice that you attract people that are on the same wavelength as you. When you're in a good vibe, you attract people with good vibe. When you're in a nasty vibe, you attract more of nastiness. That's just the law of the universe. So the goal is to create more vibrational energy around you by how you think. How you think controls how you feel, because how you feel is actually a response to what is thrown at you. I hope we're getting some value. All right, so affirmations is how you reprogram your subconscious mind. And you know for a fact that when we come into this universe, we come in with no programming. A newborn baby has no programming. A baby gets programmed by the parents, by the uncles, aunts, sisters, by the environment, by the school, by the music they listen to, by the social media, YouTube, TikTok. And I've had my son telling me things about God and Jesus. And I'm like, huh? Because he didn't hear that from me. The kinds of questions he's asking me is coming from him. And I'm like, how did you know who God is, or what is God, or where does God live? How big is God? And all those kinds of questions talking about Jesus, the power of God, the power of Jesus. And because I know I did not expose him to that. Well, I did it a little bit because in my family, we talk about Jesus, we talk about God. But my thing is, I embrace all religion. I embrace all cultures. I embrace Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Krishna. I embrace it all. I'm a universal being. I have no identity, no culture. I'm like the air you breathe. I'm like the water you drink. I'm universal. I'm open and I embrace all cultures, all beliefs. I am open to hear what you believe in, what you practice. That is fine. As long as you're not hurting nobody, you're not doing anything that is detrimental to humanity, that's fine with me. You do you. You do what brings you peace, joy, tranquility. At the end of the day, you want to be happy. You want to be joyful. You want to be blissful. However you get to that path, you do you. You be happy. See? That is me. That is what I practice. I'm simple. I'm simple like that, right? We're talking about my blissful daily vibes on YouTube. I think you will love what you see. I'm actually making more videos, more podcasts, more MP3s, and more hypnosis, affirmations, and videos. You're going to be seeing a bunch of things. One for sleep, how to breathe right, how to live right, how to exercise, how to reprogram your mind for money, for abundance, for wealth, for job ideas or job promotions, business ideas. You understand that everything we do in this world, in this universe, okay, there's one big elephant in the room. Let's just address that real quick. People always talk about money. There's always talk about manifestations, this. First of all, you have to define what is money to you. Your definition of money is what makes the big difference in how you manifest or attract money. Money is nothing but the value you provide for other people. Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough other people get what they want in life, you will have everything you want in life. Another speaker said, money is an idea. An idea is what you translate into products, into services, into real estate, into construction, into buildings. So when we talk about money, you know that when you are creating, you can never be fearful of somebody stealing your idea, somebody doing better than you, or all the good businesses are taken, all the good jobs are taken, all the good investments. There's no good investment. No. There's never a shortage of good ideas because good ideas come from the infinite. Infinite means there's no end. Money is just an idea. Think of anything that has been created in this universe. Think of any wealthy person, let's say Elon Musk. The idea of Tesla, where was it birthed or born? In Elon Musk's mind. Elon Musk invested all his physical cash that he made from his other businesses, from his other dealings, invested everything, threw it into Tesla, took a big gamble, and he succeeded. That's what we see today as the success of Tesla. All the beauty of what Tesla is today is as a result of somebody following through on his idea and gambling. He believed in his idea so much that he put his whole earnings, and that is the result. They say when you copy success, you will get the same result. What we call money here is nothing but an idea that you're willing to stake your whole life on. You believe it to the core of your being, and you hold that vision in your mind. It filters through the cells of your being. You are willing to become the kind of person that is wealthy. You are doing what the wealthy man does, which is you are dedicated to study, read, learn, change whatever limiting beliefs you have. Everybody wants to get something for nothing. You are violating the laws of the universe, the law of growth, the law of agriculture, the law of harvest says, if you plant, you will reap. You cannot reap if you have not planted. The same thing with money. Money is an idea. When you put your idea into the seed, the soil of the earth, of the universe, of your subconscious mind, it fertilizes and grows and becomes multiple of fruit. It grows multiples of fruit, and that is how wealth, that is how abundance works. All right. I think I've addressed the big elephant in the room. But this principle that I just shared with you works for everything. It works for real estate. It works for beauty industry, for restaurants, for clothing line, in the medical field, for exercise industry. It works for everything. The same principle, just different expressions. All right. My name is Ike Onoha. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me, subscribe, share, like, and whatever topics you want to share or hear, let me know. I will be more than happy to give you my insight and help you enhance your perception. Enhance your perception till I hear from you or talk to you again. Thank you.